What's up, everybody? Back again, and this time I have my top 10 films of 2011. If you watched my last video, I had a list of honorable mentions. This is the actual top 10. If you didn't catch the other video, basically these are not all movies that were made in 2011, but they are movies I saw for the first time in 2011, and they made my list. I've also not seen Hugo, or The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, or The Artist, or Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy, or Tintin, or any of those. So this list kind of may be modified later down the road, but as of right now, this is my top 10. So let's launch into it. The first is Haunters, which is also called Psychic sometimes. This is a Korean film, very well done. To say a lot about it would kind of spoil it, but this is basically like the Korean version of Unbreakable, except done a lot better. There's a guy that anyone he can see, he can control with his mind, numerous people at a time, and there's one man who is not affected by this power. So it's kind of a cat and mouse game back and forth between the two. It's very interesting, very well done, some pretty cool effects and ideas in it, so I recommend it. Number 9 is Warrior. This is the UFC boxing brothers fighting movie. Tom Hardy's in it, Nick Nolte's in it. Some of the best acting this year, as far as I'm concerned. They may actually get some recognition at the awards series. In my mind, this is better than The Fighter from last year. I'm a sucker for fight movies. I could give a shit less about UFC, but this was a great movie. The performance elevated it beyond just being good to great. Number 8 is Devil's Double. This is about Saddam Hussein's son's body double. And it kind of follows him being recruited into this job, plastic surgery, training, all this crazy stuff, and then essentially finding out that Uday, Saddam's son, is insane and he wants nothing to do with it. So it's him trying to get away from this life. Amazing performance by Dominic Cooper as a lead. He played Uday and the double, and he was mind-blowingly awesome at both. So watch it just for him, but it's a good movie in its own right. Number 7 is kind of a cop-out. It's the Pusher trilogy. Nicholas Winding Refn did Drive this year. This is his film series that kind of got his career going. Mads Mikkelsen is in it. I think it was his first movie as well. But it's 3 different movies. It's almost like his masterpiece, his Godfather trilogy, and it follows these drug pushers. The stories are interwoven but separate. Just as a whole, it is phenomenal. I cannot recommend it enough, so go hunt down the Pusher trilogy. Number 6, I'm probably going to get a little bit of flack for. This is a Serbian film. Yes, this movie is gory. Yes, this movie is meant to push things, but unlike Human Centipede 2 full sequence, this is a good movie. A lot of people don't watch it because of the subject material. I don't blame them for that. However, once you get past the shock value of it all, which actually is not as bad as everyone made it out to be, this is a really good movie, a good story, and it kind of raises some questions as to why people can't handle this. Again, very sexually explicit, good performances, but solid storytelling, and the cinematography is really good. It is gory, but yeah. So, Serbian film, number 6. Number 5 is Attack the Block. Every once in a while you get some crazy British movie out of left field. This is the one for 2011. Attack the Block is great. It's these aliens land in this kind of project in England, and these gangster kids have to stop them. I say gangster, it's more like gangsta. But anyway, just the creature design wins this movie because it's very unique. A lot of thought went into it. The effects are pretty cool. It's funny, it's harrowing, it's kind of scary. So watch Attack the Block. It's one of the most fun movies I saw this year. Number 4 is I Saw the Devil. This is another Korean movie. It stars the guy that played Oh Dae-soo in Oldboy. Basically, he is a killer, and he basically kills the wrong woman. She is the pregnant wife of this badass motherfucker. And when he finds out, he tracks down this Oh Dae-soo killer character. And instead of killing him, he decides to toy with him. And then the movie really kicks off. This is, again, very gory. This is very brutal. But it is also unwavering. It is, heart-pounding. It's expertly shot. Just an amazing movie. I Saw the Devil. Not for the squeamish, but just great. Number 3 is Drive. This is actually number 1 on a lot of people's lists. Drive, to me, is just, awesome throwback kind of filmmaking. Ryan Gosling is essentially channeling Steve McQueen in this movie, and I can't get enough of it. This is not a movie for everybody. Half the people I know didn't like it, half the people I know loved it. This is not a movie about driving or cars, despite what the trailer may say, but just the moments of beauty. This is almost a gorgeous movie-length music video, punctuated by extreme violence. So Drive, not better than the Pusher trilogy, but considering it came from this year, great. Number 2 is Fish Story. If you haven't seen my video, check that out. But Fish Story is one of the most unique, awesome, funny, heartfelt, romantic, musical, great driven movies I've seen in a very long time. I can't say much more about it other than spoiling it. There are some more spoilers in my review, but check that out. But Fish Story is number 2. I thought that was going to be my number 1. My number 1 is actually 13 Assassins, Takashi Miike's pseudo remake of Seven Samurai. And there's not much I can say about it. Like the other films on this list, it is very brutal, it is very gory, it is also great. I was very hesitant to watch this movie because I love Seven Samurai. It's one of my top 5 movies of all time. This is a spiritual successor. In some ways it actually tops it. However, it is just a tour de force of filmmaking. This is Miike reining in some of that craziness and just channeling it into pure artistry. Not enough good things I can say about 13 Assassins. Please check it out. It is on Netflix streaming. Buy it. It is great. It is a very long movie, but it is phenomenal. Just awesome all around. And that's it. That's my list of the top 10 movies of 2011, in my opinion. Again, as I see more movies, I may modify it. I will put them down below. But thank you for watching. If you like this video, please rate, comment. Let me know what your top 10 movies of 2011 are. If you really like this video and you want to see more, please subscribe. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to the next year. Thanks.